Oh, we are on air, and hopefully Sarah's going to jump on here in just a second.
So we'll get it.
Huh?
Are you using John, or is John on this call?
I'm not sure.
I saw his name pop up a minute.
I'm not sure. And you told Marley to jump on here?
Yes, I told her you were posting the new link.
You know what's funny is we're gonna have one on YouTube where we look like a bunch of goobers.
I saw that because I was talking about my redneck setup with this laundry basket. That's okay. That's the real thing.
I would have to figure out how to get on there and delete that. We can't have all that.
And so we're live now. I know we have some viewers. So hey y'all, we're getting this figured out.
Sorry, we're a bunch of goobers. We're gonna get the hang of it in a minute. I don't know why Sarah's not being able to get on, or Marley.
Marley was on with me until we had to start the new link, and she left when I did. So maybe, and she doesn't really know how to. But thanks for y'all for hanging in with us. We'll get it in just a second.
Let me just go ahead and introduce myself. My name is Casey Frawley. Some of you may know me as Casey Brown, and I am an Emerald Ambassador with Plexus. I'm also a mom of 3 and a registered nurse. And prior to being introduced to Plexus, I worked as a weight loss surgery coordinator in the bariatric community for about 6 years. I got introduced to the Plexus products through one of my very best friends, Sarah Marble. Some of you might know Sarah. And Sarah and I have known each other since nursing school. And I was having some trouble losing some weight after baby number 3. And Sarah told me about a product, the product Plexus Slim, that I should try. And I was a huge skeptic, but I was desperate. I'm sure some of you have been before as far as weight loss goes. I was exercising every day. I was eating what I was supposed to, and the weight still wasn't coming off. So Sarah sent me some Slim in the mail, and I gave it a try. And about a week, 2 weeks later, I started seeing the results. I was exercising every day. I was supposed to. I found you. It wasn't coming off. So Sarah sent me some Slim in the mail, and I gave it a try. And about a week, 2 weeks later, I started seeing the results. I found you. That's going to drive me crazy.
Okay. Can you hear me?
Yes. Can you hear me?
Yes. I'm so sorry.
Okay. So anyway, I started having great results with the products, and so I called Sarah up and said, you were right, I was wrong. I don't know what's in this stuff, but it works great. And it really helped me to curb my appetite. I'm a huge sweets lover, so it helped me. I won't say that it completely took away my love of chocolate, because that would be nothing short of a miracle. But it did certainly make it a little bit easier. So I told Sarah that I want some of that stuff, and I need to get it as cheap as possible, because although I was a nurse, I still had 3 children, and you know, nurses don't make that much money. So I wanted the best discount. And so Sarah talked me into being an ambassador. I was very adamant when I signed up that I was not going to push the products, that I just really wanted to be an ambassador for personal use, and so that some of my friends and family could order from me. So, and you know how the rest of the story goes. Everybody that sees you lose 5 pounds, they want to know what's going on, what are you doing? I want some of that. And so I started just sharing about the products, and to make a long story short, within a year, I had doubled my salary as a nurse, just working the business part-time on my afternoons and evenings off, and it was just simple. So let's see, in September of 2013, a little over a year after I signed up as an ambassador, I retired from my hospital career to work my Plexus business full-time from home, which has been amazing. I've been able to spend more time with my kids in the past 3 years than I ever have been able to in my nursing career. So above all the money and the trips, I've won free trips. I have a beautiful Lexus, but the biggest blessing out of all of it has been to be able to enjoy more time with my kids. So that being said, I want to turn it over for a few minutes to my best friend and the person who told me about this wonderful product and business opportunity, Diamond Ambassador Sarah Marble.
Thank you so much. Thank you for having me on. Can you hear me okay?
Oh, yeah.
Awesome. Sorry about my technical glitches. I've never had an issue with it before, but I'm here. So thank you so much for inviting me. And I always love hearing your story, and it's always such a blessing to be able to hear how the products are changing lives and the business opportunity is truly changing lives. So just to share just a little bit about myself, I am Sarah Marble, and I am a Diamond Ambassador with Plexus. I am 38 years old, and when I found Plexus 4.5 years ago, I was not looking for a new career opportunity. Also a registered nurse, just like Casey. We went to nursing school together. I was just looking to lose that last, 5 or 10 pounds after baby number 2 at the time. We won't chat about the fact that that baby was almost 4, and you still can just always have those jeans that, are a little bit snug. So I found this company and the amazing products. Plexus Slim changed my life. When I started drinking the Slim and taking the accelerator, my very first testimony is I lost 25 pounds in 4 months, and all the girls at the nursing station were like, "Oh my gosh, Sarah, what are you doing?" And I told him, I'm just drinking this pink drink once a day. And so just by sharing, I started to get a few customers. And I honestly had no clue that I was involved in network marketing. I had joined to get my welcome pack at the discount, just wanted to take my products for the cheapest price, and really was surprised to find out months into it that there really is such an amazing business opportunity attached with the products. So I got down to my goal weight, was feeling fabulous, and started to realize this is something that I could share because I'm passionate about it. I absolutely loved the products and what they were doing. So I was able to put in my notice at the hospital and decided to continue working my Plexus business from home. At that time, I also found out that I was pregnant with surprise baby number 3. So that was a big shock, but it was such a blessing to be able to work in between the nooks and crannies of nap time and after the 2. At the time I had 2 boys, and while I was pregnant and had a terrible pregnancy with baby number 3, was able to work my Plexus business from home. It became just an awesome opportunity to be able to share something that I was excited and passionate about and to build a business. That pregnancy resulted in me gaining almost 100 pounds. I had preeclampsia, high blood pressure, had to get induced early. And you go home, with this 7-pound bundle of joy and almost 100 pounds still left to lose. So it was really one of those things that was a little bit frustrating, but I knew that I had these Plexus products that could be so helpful. So as soon as I got home from the hospital, I started taking my probiotics again. I had taken my BioCleanse through the entire pregnancy. I added back my Plexus Slim as soon as the baby was 6 weeks old, and I was able to lose 92 pounds in 11 months after the delivery of my 3rd child. All of that while continuously promoting through the ranks with Plexus. So I have been able to keep the weight off now. The baby is 3. I still call him the baby, but he's a big boy now. And it's just been a huge blessing to be a Diamond Ambassador and benefit from the financial opportunity as well as the health benefits. And we've, added products to our health and wellness line. So it's a really exciting opportunity to be able to share with all of you the products that we have that are doing so many amazing things for people, but as well as being able to share something that we love and then have the amazing business opportunity that's associated with it. So that's a little bit of my story, and thank you so much for having me on.
Thank you. We're going to hear from a couple more people about their product testimony, and then we're going to come back to you for a second. You can tell us a little bit about the business side of things,
Sure.
And how that's been a blessing to you. Okay?
Okay.
Okay. So next we're going to hear from Amanda. Amanda Leaker is my Ruby ambassador. Amanda, help me out. Are you in Thomasville?
I'm in Monroeville.
Monroeville, Alabama.
Yeah. And real quick, Casey, can you post the link on the page? I didn't have it. We're having lots of people having trouble getting in.
Yeah.
Saying our link is not working, and I didn't have it to send.
Okay.
But
Yeah.
I'm Amanda. Huh?
So yeah, I'm going to post it.
Okay, we're ready?
Yep.
I'm having a delay here in my communication. But I'm Amanda Luker. I am a Ruby ambassador, 40-year-old mom, almost 41. We have 7 kids between the two of us. My husband has 4. I have 3. We have 2 grandchildren, one that is a month old, one that is almost 1 year old. And we kept Carson this weekend, and I'm so ready for a full night's sleep tonight. 40-year-old women, I don't know how they have babies. I really don't, because she has worn me out. But I am a product of the product, and I can tell you this. I lost a good bit of weight, almost 60 pounds, 3 years ago when I started Plexus after getting samples from Casey, and love it. And I kind of ventured off the wayward path and quit taking my products and gained some weight back, and really didn't understand why I felt so bad. But for the past 6 weeks, I have been diligent about taking my products, and y'all, I feel 25 again. I really can't tell you how much better I feel.
I think her connection is bad.
Yeah. All right. Amanda, can you hear us? Okay, well, we will go ahead and go on to Marley since we can't hear Amanda very well. Marley, you want to tell us a little bit about your Plexus journey and where you are today?
Sure. My name is Marley Zazik, and I live in outside of Raleigh, North Carolina. And I've been with Plexus or taking their products for a little bit over a year now. And originally I started because I wanted to lose a little bit of weight. I started years and years ago as a size 2, and 4 children later, I was up to about a size 14. So I had seen some of my friends posting about it on Facebook, and I also am a nurse, and so by nature am a researcher about things and have never thought about taking, I didn't even take a multivitamin. I was a healthy eater. I actually had done a triathlon about 3 years ago and did not lose maybe 5 pounds training for a triathlon, but did not lose the weight. Knew what I was supposed to eat, knew about how to work out, but I just felt miserable. I wanted to take a nap every afternoon and just thought it was because I was working and raising 4 children. So I thought, okay, secretly I'm going to try it, and I need to do it as cheap as possible because I have to tell my husband that I'm going to order this. So I contacted my friend Monica, and we got started and decided that I was going to, I had just started researching about probiotics, so I decided I was going to start with the triplex at that time. And I didn't notice anything right away. Like some people, the first time they drink it, notice it right away. But on day 4 was my big aha moment. So on day 4, at the time, I was the manager of an emergency department and critical care unit, and I always kept a jar of little bite-sized candy bars on my desk for the nurses to come in and get. And inevitably, I ate quite a few of them as the day went on, especially around the 2 to 3 o'clock hour when I was kind of hitting rock bottom. And so on day 4, I noticed I have not been putting my hand in that candy jar Why is that? And I didn't have sweet tea at lunchtime. I was drinking water. The first couple days I did have to set my alarm to make sure I was drinking the amount of water I needed. And from there, I just started feeling better and better. And I didn't have a fantastic weight loss amount. I've lost about a total of 15 to 20-ish pounds off and on. But for me, that is huge, and lots of people noticed it.
Mhm.
But I have energy like you wouldn't believe. I'm super, I don't take a nap, and occasionally, sometimes I feel like I need to take a nap, and I can't sleep when I lay down just because I feel like I have a lot of energy. I do take the triplex every single day, and the X Factor, and also the Mega X at nighttime, and my sleep has been wonderful. So for me, the weight loss is great, but now it is the health reasons that I'm really healthy, and my family. Everyone in my family does take the probiotics.
Right.
And this is just a neat little thing. My 9-year-old had some warts on his knee, and after the probiotics, they are all gone.
Right. My 12-year-old daughter, she gets warts, and you know she's in middle school, so she gets embarrassed. You know they're all about self-image now, and I got her to start on the probiotics for that same reason, and they are gone. I mean, I know what our probiotic can do, but it even shocked me, you know, how quickly it got rid of it. And she's also noticed that her skin's clear and her tummy's not as bloated. So she does not. She lets me know when she's getting low on her probiotic. Cool. You know, I think a lot of us start Plexus for the weight loss, you know, and then we realize all the other health benefits that come from the products. So I think that's great that that you mentioned that. All right. Well, Amanda, I want to give you one more shot to tell the rest of your health testimony. Can you hear us?
I can hear y'all. Can you hear me better now?
Maybe not.
Can you hear me? Can you hear me, Eni?
I think she can hear us, but we can't hear her because her signal isn't strong enough.
That stinks. Okay. All right. Well,
you hear me
Start
at
typing
all?
for the online event, Amanda. We'll have to read your story.
On the online event. That's right.
I'm
All
trying
right,
to see
we're
if
going to
I'm
go on to talk a little bit about the business side of things. And you guys, we're going to share lots of other health testimonies on the online event page. And I even have a couple that video their testimony for us, so I'll play those. But let's talk about the business side a little bit. Sarah, can you tell us how the business has changed your life?
Absolutely. You know, I wanted to share with you guys that when my husband and I stumbled on this, I was the one that, you know, realized, had that aha moment first. And my husband was very skeptical, and he said, "Oh, I don't want you to get involved in that." And we really, you know, butted heads quite often about the fact that I immediately saw, once I started sharing what the benefits of this opportunity could be with network marketing with Plexus. And he just was really, really opposed. He's like, "I just don't know about this." But as I started sharing, and as I started building a very loyal and strong customer base, and the commission checks started coming in, it changed his mind slowly but surely. You know, we were the traditional, I went to college and then nursing school because, you know, that was my dream, was to help people. My husband went to nursing school and then anesthesia school. He's a nurse anesthetist. We thought we had that American dream, but what that boiled down to was 12-hour night shifts, call, weekends, holidays. You know, we were passing in the hallway, and so we had worked really, really hard to get to this place that we thought we had the house, and we had the minivan, and we had the kids, and we were just working to try to live that, you know, so-called American dream. When I started sharing about the Plexus products and the opportunity, and people started joining our team, it was absolutely just mind-blowing that I could do something I loved, share products that helped people, and that the income that started to come in soon equaled my nursing salary, and it was a lot more fun to do Plexus, and then quickly exceeded it. And that really got my husband's attention to look at it and say, "Wait a second, this was kind of your plan B off to the side. You were just going to kind of play around and have some fun money." And when he yeah, when he started to see this is something that truly can be a financial blessing, it was really something that we have now partnered together and work hard at. And I can work as much or as little as I want. When I say the opportunity to have time freedom as well as financial freedom, if you give it a little bit of hard work and some time, you can be as successful as you want to be. So I've been retired from the hospital for about 3 years now, and my husband is now part-time, which is no call, no weekends, no holidays. He's off every other Monday, and he's home every Friday. So every weekend is a 3-day weekend. And to have that blessing for our family, but then as well to be able to give back. We've been able to be involved in some pretty significant charitable organizations, and that's been a huge blessing as well to be able to, at this stage, 38 years old, and having young kids, to be able to have that opportunity to be blessed financially and then start to give back. So overall, I just can't say enough good about it.
Can you mention something you didn't mention that I was talking to my oldest is in college, and we were talking about student loans.
Mm-hmm.
Can you mention a little bit how much your student loans were for you and John combined?
Yes. And that's one of those things. I will never say education is a bad thing. I think it's amazing to be able to go out and get an education, but we've got kids now who are graduating with that debt that just weighs you down. So we had my college and nursing school, my husband's college and nursing school, as well as anesthesia, and we were pushing almost $200,000 of medical student loans. And we are still, now I will say we are totally blessed, but we are still beating away at that. We're not quite there with being totally debt-free. But yeah, it's a pretty big thing to look at.
But knowing what we know and what what you and I made, as seasoned nurses, we've been nurses since '99. We have bachelor's degrees.
Mm-hmm.
I was working in a management type, coordinating position, so I was almost at the top pay, for a nurse. And John went on to get his master's as a CRNA, and so he's making great money. How long do you think it would have taken you guys to pay those student loans off had you not found Plexus?
That's a really good question, and I honestly say we would probably have taken those into our 60s, 70s. I think there's people who have college debt 10, 20, 30 years. I mean, to look at $200,000 of loans on top of that, a mortgage, you want to have that house to take care of your family, car payments, all of that really adds up. So it's a pretty significant deal.
Have you and John faced any criticism from the medical community going into network marketing?
We have definitely gotten the eye roll in the, oh, you're involved in one of those things. Yeah. But what's really awesome is, here we've got you were a nurse manager coordinator position nurse. Marley is a nurse who's on our team. The medical community, slowly but surely, we've got a lot of amazing people who are joining us because of what these products are doing for people.
Right. I tell you, I am still shocked today how little the medical community know about nutrition, or nutritional supplements. It just blows my mind that when people are sick, doctors are all about medicine and all that, but nutrition is really not a big part of the way we treat someone when they're ill. And that just blows my mind. So that's one thing that I love about Plexus is that it's all about preventing us from getting sick and just being the healthiest we can be, and so that we don't end up in the hospital.
That's right.
Really.
That's right.
So yeah, but I know I did have gone through some of that same criticism, so that's why I just wondered if you guys had dealt with some of that.
Yeah.
So Amanda's saying that she's called in from her phone, and so we want to give her one last try to tell us a little bit about her Plexus journey. Amanda?
Everybody's saying on the feed they can hear me. I don't know why you can't, but they can. So,
I can hear you.
Yep.
okay.
Now.
Yeah, good. Because they're all inboxing me saying they hear me good. I don't know what everyone heard, but long story short, 7 kids, his, mine, ours, age 7 to 20, almost 25, 2 grandchildren, 4 of them. We both work full time. Brad and I both take the products, love them. And I ask him every day. I've been feeding him the probiotics and the X Factor and the Mega X, and every day I'm like, do you feel better? Do you feel better? And he's saying, yeah, he does. So it's great when you work shift work. I mean, as nurses, you know that. You work in nights, and then you're off one day, and you're turning around on your own days. So to hear him say he feels good on 4 or 5 hours sleep is definitely a testament to the products, because I've seen him drag in and out. But long story short, I lost a good bit of weight. I basically kept most of that off. I may have gained 10 pounds back being off of my products, but I guess my testimony now really has more to do with well-being. I have more energy. I'm more focused at work. I'm not having to sleep as much. I don't feel like I could just lay down on the floor at any time and take a nap. I guess when you get old and older, and 40 and 41 is technically not old, but I feel my age sometimes. I can tell you what a difference it's made in my life, and how much better I feel. I was able to get off my blood pressure medicine recently, and that's a big win for me, because I really thought they were about to go up and add a second pill. Because even when I went to the doctor taking the medicine, my blood pressure was 140/90, so it was kind of still high. I took it earlier today with 102/68 with no medicine, and I've been stressed to the max. Casey can tell you, with so much going on this weekend. So that's a testament to the products. Just feeling better, looking better, sleeping better, just able to focus more and be there for our grandbabies. That's basically my story. I just I really don't care how I look in vain and want to lose weight. I just want to feel better, and I want to be healthy and around a long time for our children and grandchildren. So the weight loss is just a plus with that, but feeling better and able to feel like getting on the floor and playing with my grandchildren, that's my why. I just want everyone to feel as good as I've been feeling lately.
Right.
I don't care if I weigh 110 pounds. I just want to feel great and be here for them.
Right. Can you tell us just a little bit quickly how the business has changed your life?
Oh, yes. My business why has changed, too. When I started back in September 2012, so I'm coming up on my 3-year anniversary, I just got a sample from Casey, loved it, and joined, like everyone says, just to get my products cheaper, because my husband at the time, who's no longer in the picture, just gave me a hard time about wasting the money, and it was, I can't tell you what he called it, but when they started working and everyone was like, what are you taking? What are you doing? Because my glow, I walked into a room and I just felt wonderful, and everyone knew something about me had changed. Everyone wanted that. So my business took off pretty quick. I was silver. I looked Friday. I was silver in March, and by September I was ruby. So it really took off. Not everyone knows this. Casey and Sarah know this, but my priorities in my life kind of got shifted around, and I basically quit my Plexus business. I neglected all sides of it, but I can tell you right now what a loss that was on my part, and it could have been a good thing, because I have worked my business so hard the past 5 to 6 weeks and seen the growth and the financial opportunity that's there. But when I went through that divorce, y'all, I couldn't have made it as a single mom. I mean, I had 3 children of my own. I couldn't have paid my rent and those bills, wouldn't have afforded, and I was having a good time. I mean, I've been with my Plexus checks. I've been to Boston, I've been to Seattle, I've been to Denver, because we love Pearl Jam, and we travel to see those. My husband and I have. So you know, that extra spending money, we've been able to do things we couldn't have done. And I'm really hoping that I can get my business taken back off and be a stay-at-home mom and grandmama and keep Carson and Chapman more. So, yeah, ready to rock it.
Okay. All right. And Marley, will you just tell us a little bit real quick about the business side of your testimony?
Sure. So I told you a little bit before that I was a manager of the emergency department in a critical care unit at a hospital locally here by our house. And I was on call all the time. When you're a manager, you're on call 24/7 for your departments. Prior to that, I had been pretty much when our children were small, I was at home with them, and we homeschool. So I had been the primary person to homeschool them. And when I took this job opportunity, just the priorities, it saddened me that I wasn't there for them. So I didn't know what was going to happen. I loved what I was doing. I do have a master's degree in nursing, so I felt like I was using it for what I needed to use it for. But my heart was torn. I wanted to be back home with my kids. And never, ever, I didn't know anything at all about network marketing. Maybe one bad thing when I was younger I'd heard, but I really didn't know anything. And so I immediately got the book, Flip Flop CEO, and read it, and it totally changed my mind, and I started telling my husband about it, and I now am PRN at work, which just means as needed. I choose my schedule, and my Plexus business has taken away 3 to 4 about 12-hour shifts a month for me. So I do work still 1 to 2 shifts a week, and hopefully that'll be even less than that.
Awesome.
So have you encountered some of that negativity from the medical community at all?
Yes. Well, first off, the rumor at work was that I was going PRN because I was working for a pharmaceutical company.
Oh my goodness.
So I had to set them straight that we were a health and wellness, and I was choosing to do this. I wasn't hired by a pharmaceutical company. And actually quite a few of the nurses that I work with are on Plexus, so they knew what it was about. But yes, I still have people that will say something to me about it, and I just say, you know what, this has been an amazing opportunity for our family.
You know, I think it's just like, you know, back when Sarah first started telling me about Plexus, you know, naturally, I was probably her biggest skeptic. I listened to people all day, every day in my job at the hospital, tell me all the different things that they had tried, you know, all the different products and drugs that they had tried to help them lose weight. And so I was her biggest skeptic. And then as far as the network marketing goes, I didn't know a thing about it, never heard of it, you know. So I think a lot of the criticism we get just comes from just ignorance, you know, really. I mean, people just
don't know. They have no idea what a wonderful business model it is.
Right. So once I was turned on to that and saw the potential and started educating myself on it, and you know, Sarah led me to a lot of the books like you mentioned, The 4-Year Career and Beach Money and Flip Flop CEO. There's so many good ones. I was just so excited because I had no idea that there was an opportunity like that would allow me to continue to do what I was passionate about, which was helping people feel better, get healthy, live their best life, while not having to feel like I sacrificed you know, my life for that. You know, I was, because you know, when you work those kind of hours and those different shifts, you're really giving your family the worst part of you, all that's left, and there's not a whole lot left because you're just exhausted and grumpy, and so it's just been a blessing in so many ways. And it's really, really neat to be able to hear you guys have similar stories. So I thank y'all all for sharing, and I am so sorry about the technical difficulties. Hopefully, the more I do these, the better I'll get. I hope that you will visit the online event, everybody. We've got lots of good things to post there, and I'm going to do some freebies, so you can win some free product, and you can post your questions and all that kind of stuff there, and we will answer them on the event page. All right.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Yes, yes.